Meghan Markle accused two people in the royal household of airing concerns about her son Archie's skin colour, according to a bombshell new book set for release next week. How can Meghan accuse two when she supposedly wasn't even there? She allegedly heard the story second-hand from Harry. And where could Omid have gotten that story from? Clearly she colluded with Omid to spread fake news. And especially in Spare, Harry said they didn't say anyone was discriminatory. He said the press did. These two should get their stories straight first. Even then, in the Oprah interview, Harry contradicted himself as to when the alleged remarks were made. Harry and Meghan have never told a consistent story about this race row. It changes every single time it's rehashed. The truth doesn't change this much. They literally cannot decide if it was one person, two people, whether it happened or whether it didn't. Scobie's new volume of Endgame claims Meghan wrote to King Charles III to outline her concerns in what threatens to reignite the royal discriminator row that broke out in the wake of the Sussexes' interview with Oprah Winfrey back in 2021. It's amazing. Omid somehow got hold of private letters. So many of Meghan's private letters end up in the hands of her mouthpieces. Scobie's lobbed a series of truth bombs at the royal family in the run-up to the release of Endgame next Tuesday, including the claim that Meghan Markle doesn't want to return to England because she refuses to dive back into the soap opera. But the latest serializations of the volume ahead of its release detail some of the most explosive allegations, yet including the potential reignition of the royal discriminator row that came about after Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. The Sun reports, however, that a second member of the extended royal household, who may not be a member of the royal family itself, also made similar comments. The two people aren't named in Scobie's new book, which is subtitled Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival. Scobie reportedly claims to know who they are, but cannot name them for fear of legal reprisals in the United Kingdom. He's also urged people to read the book for themselves when it releases on Tuesday, in order to learn the full and accurate story. In order to write about the current state of the royal family, he'd have to have sources. It stems from Meghan Markle. We all know about him, his lies, and where his allegiances really lie. Privacy is a human right. Here, let me tell you about what all these people supposedly did in private. If Meghan and Harry were looking to destroy anything they'd left, they certainly appear to have succeeded. The current state wasn't Archie born in 2019, it's nearly 2024. The Harkles left in November 2019 for Canada and have been telling the same stories since then. If Harry and Meghan won't go on camera naming the so-called royal discriminator and telling the full story, they're lying. Simple as that. On the upside, Brits no longer need to wonder will they, won't they, when Meghan floats her fake stories about meeting up with the family at this occasion or another. They're never going to be allowed back. The Harkles believed that the Netflix show and Spare would make them beloved. They truly believed people would believe all of their lies and hate the Waleses and Camilla just the way that we're supposed to. It never occurred to the Harkles, ever, that we wouldn't believe them. They thought that their show and book would weaken the monarchy and then Scobie would move in with the kill shot. That was their plan. Just because it's a stupid plan doesn't mean that this wasn't their plan all along.